Senior Services' mission is to help seniors live with choice and dignity in their communities. It's a simple mission, but it's very powerful. We're the area agency on aging for all of Southeastern Virginia. We serve from the Carolina border up to the Chesapeake Bay, from the Atlantic Ocean out to the very rural areas of South Hampton County and Isle of Wight County. In any given year, we serve between 12 and 15,000 people. Senior Services provides transportation, in-home care, nutrition, as well as help with obtaining financial benefits. Senior Services advocates for the needs of older adults with federal, state, and local legislators. 95% of all seniors tell us they want to stay in their homes.
Care coordination is designed for older adults who need help with resources and supports to help them live independently in the community. We help older adults who live both alone and those who live with family members or their spouse. A lot of times they're people with chronic health conditions, or they could have dementia, Alzheimer's disorder, things that make it hard for them to perform activities of daily living on their own.
I was afraid. I was in the hospital when I heard about Senior Services. They came to me and asked me would I like for them to come to me and help me out with my diabetes. And they came to my house and we sit down and they showed me the proper way to give myself the insulin shot. They helped educate me. And so I was a little sad because all of a sudden my life had changed. If it hadn't been for Senior Services, I don't know where I would have turned to.
Ombudsmen are the go-betweens between the providers, the people that are providing the care, and the ones that are receiving the care. And we stand in the gap. You don't lose the ability to have a choice just because you're in a long-term care setting. We're not doing it because somebody's forcing us to do it. It's just the right thing to do for those individuals that can't speak up for themselves. We spend a lot of time listening to residents and hearing what their concerns are. And so we stress in our training communication and listening skills. The volunteers are expected to only dedicate 4 hours a week to the facility. That's a small amount of time, and most of my volunteers will spend more time than that. Once they get in and they develop those relationships with the patients, they're spending more than 4 hours a week. Some are spending 8 hours a day, 2 or 3 days a week to be out there to do what they can to make the lives better.
I became a volunteer ombudsman on behalf of my uncle. After he ended up in a nursing home, I saw the things that I could help with, and I thought that I could help somebody here on his behalf.
I was married for 34 years before my husband died.
One of the bonds that I have with Marva is that we share a relative who had breast cancer.
And we had one child. She died because she had breast cancer. And she died at 33.
Her daughter actually passed of breast cancer, and my mother is a 25-year survivor.
It's been approximately 2 years I've met Carol. She's a lovely person.
Marva's one of my favorite residents. We get together and we play bingo, and usually after bingo we'll paint nails. And while I'm painting nails, the residents open up and tell me how I can really help them. And it's just really nice. I mean, I found a lot of friends here.
She'll talk up for you when you don't feel like talking for you. You don't feel like it, but you're afraid to talk for yourself.
One of the challenges that people face as they age is isolation. Friends move away or pass away. Families in this day and age are scattered across the country.
I live alone, but Geneva helps me so much, and I'm proud to have her as my companion.
It means a lot to me. I mean that I go out and help disabled seniors. You don't have to be disabled. You can just be lonely, need someone to talk to just confide in. Because I feel like I'm helping her. I'm giving her a smile on her face. I just go and talk to her, play music, whatever would make her happy.
I like her. I love her, really. I look forward to Mondays. I go to church on Sunday, and I come home getting them. Geneva will be here tomorrow.
I see so many people that really need help, desperately need help, and the family's so busy they don't have time. I learned from her and she learned from me.
When a person takes their time and effort to do for free, I think that's a Christian thing to do. And it makes me feel good to know that God has sent me Geneva.
iRide is the brand name for Senior Services of Southeastern Virginia's transportation products. We have fixed route services like a bus service, but they're little mini buses. They usually have a handicap lift on them, and they have a fixed route that goes around the county and around the city to get folks where they need to go. Other kinds of transportation that is on demand might be a doctor's appointment for an individual. She might need to go to the grocery store. She might need to go to the drugstore.
Now with the iRide buses, it makes a difference. I have found them to be friends rather than drivers. But they're just nice, they're helpful, they're willing, and I find it a very, very happy experience. I look forward to it.
And we provide the service that picks up someone who might be in a wheelchair or have muscular dystrophy or have a cognitive impairment. We have services that take our seniors who participate in our congregate feeding sites and wellness centers to the center because they may no longer drive. One of our participants is 101 years old. He does still drive.
Oh yes, I drive here 2 days a week. And man picks me up 3 days, so I come every day. Oh, I like it, I like it. I'm an old country boy, so they're giving me just what I want. It looks like it gets better and better, so that's why I try to keep coming. Because I don't know where I would come every day, I know, if they wasn't so nice. Everything is fine, everything.
We have drivers for meals. We have drivers for meals that are liquid nutrition. We have drivers for actually pet food because we work in a partnership with the Virginia Beach SPCA. They and the Banfield Company, dog and cat food is now going to be delivered also, all the way out to South Hampton County by volunteers.
It gives people an opportunity to get meals where maybe they wouldn't be eating regularly, or they would skip meals, or they would say it's too much trouble. And to be able to get meals to these kinds of people is just very, very rewarding, very self-fulfilling. You just feel good about it. People really look forward to you coming. You really help them, and they can't be more appreciative of it.
We turned to wellness a couple of years ago, and our CEO, he had a fall. And he said he was on the other side for once, and he's seen, okay, I had the fall, now I'm going through the therapy, now I'm at home, and I have to do these preventative exercises. So he really got in tune with wellness, so we went looking for wellness programs. We found a lot, and we really, really think they will help seniors live longer and be beneficial.
One of the things that we do also is to help them to understand their benefits, and we call it benefits counseling. They try to help seniors who have questions about Medicare, the numbers of companies and the numbers of ads and the bits of mailings that people receive that is confusing. They can't put it all together because it's not standardized. They don't really know. Sometimes they have an option.
No one organization can do it alone. 1 in 5 people in South Hampton Roads will be a senior by 2025. We need you to volunteer. We need you to give of your financial resources. In order for us to continue to thrive and grow and meet the emerging demands of a growing elderly population, we need your help.
It's a big help. Even one day is a big help.
Oh, I'm just crazy about it. I don't miss a day.
They helped me with the time of need, and they came to my rescue, and I recommend senior services to any and everybody.
We don't see our family members, but we do see the volunteers.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It has been a wonderful service, and I love you all.
I would tell them it's the best thing ever happened to our people.
One word, lifesaver. Lifesaver.